So a lot of people have been asking, a lot of you have been asking, what's work camping all about? What do you have to do? Well, I think there's a lot of different varieties of work camping, especially in Canada. Well, I'll tell you about ours. We're in the middle of a town. It's south of Calgary by about 20 minutes. So it's very close to a lot of things. This town actually is pretty much of a city. They have a Costco, they have everything else. They have all the amenities, a Walmart, Canadian Tire. They even have emergency services too. So what is a campground host do in this location? Well, we have 3 couples. Okay, one of the guys gets up in the morning at around 6 o'clock in the morning, and they do watering for whatever's scheduled for that day. There's 5 zones, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then it's time to trim and cut the grass, and also pick up all the garbages, get them disposed of, pick up all the recycles, and also go and clean the bathhouse. And once a week, we do a deep cleaning of the bathhouse, which means giving it a power wash. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon, or a Monday afternoon if it's been a long weekend. So the pay is reasonable. We get a place to stay. We get free Wi-Fi. We get free coffee. We get all of our utilities paid for, and we also get a wage. So it's pretty good. And if there's any emergencies that come up, oh, actually the morning shift goes from 6 o'clock in the morning to 2:30. And then that same shift will cover the 5 to 6 o'clock spot that same day for the afternoon couple. So the afternoon couple starts at 2:30. They have a 1-hour break, and then they do a walk around. The office closes at 9, and they do a walk around at 11. And on weekends, we don't run any equipment as far as lawn mowing and those kinds of things, but we do have to encounter all of the guys that are wanting to party and have a good time. And at 11 o'clock, we got to tell usually about 2 or 3 campsites to quiet it down. And then about half an hour later to, guys, quiet it down. I mean it. There's a lot of other people that are here that need to have their rest. And usually that's all that's necessary. Sometimes emergencies come up, like somebody drove and grabbed the pedestal with their bumper. Well, that actually broke the base of it, almost. It actually broke the base of the pedestal that connects to the concrete. And so we had to shut the water off, shut the power off, and then we had to get the water completely capped so that we could put water back to the park. And then we had to work on the electrical so that we could actually power up that pedestal again. And it was a little bit different style of pedestal than the original, so we had to actually shorten the main water line going into that pedestal too. Took a lot of effort, and 2 of the bolts just spun in the anchors, which means I had to angle cut them off and then re-drill. Fun stuff. I also get to watch all of the nature that's around. So these guys here, they like the clover. Haven't been this close to one before. there's a few other perks. The one disaster we're experiencing is the boss is a little volatile. She walks in and with things that are basically about a 2 or a 3 on the scale of problem, she elevates them to about a 10. And that's just ridiculous. It's like, can you believe that? Somebody put a gazebo on their site. Yeah, I know, I can believe it, and it's on gravel. So it's not on the grass, just like we're not supposed to let them be on the grass. See, I get to be the person that has to say, sorry guys, you have to take down that tent. We don't have tents on the grass because we want the grass to grow and get watered and get sunlight and not be dead, because by August, any grass that isn't taken care of, it's dead. Or at least it looks that way. Will we do this again? Well, I think in a different situation we'll look at it and weigh the pros and the cons. Ties you down, but it allows you to do upgrades. So it was the right choice when we made this choice. I don't know if it'll be the right choice again, but we're gonna stick it out. We're making the best of it. We're having a fun time. The other 2 couples that we're working with, first of all, happy Father's Day to my father-in-law, who's one of those work couples. Father's Day was yesterday. And the other couple, guys from Alberta, and they're a great couple to be with too. So the team is good. Team is solid. If we could get the management and the boss to be reasonable, we would have all stayed. I don't think that's going to happen though. It would take quite a bit to make that change happen from what we've already experienced. We've had it up to about up to here. Oh well.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller.
We got 15 more weekends. Counting them down. But man, what a wonderful place to enjoy some of life. Close to Kananaskis. We're going to be heading south in a couple of weeks. We have 3 meetups this month. Meeting people like you. So if you're going to be in the Alberta area, let us know. Love to do another meetup. Always have time for people. So what are the funnest things about work camping? The kids, the people. Let me tell you one tale. We have all these ring pops probably from last year, so I'm working hard at selling them all. And we had this three kids that were in with their dad, and I was telling them, which ring pops did you want? Hey, we probably still have a couple of rainbow ones. So I found one. The big sister got that. The little sister's about 3, she picked a blue one. And then she walked around her dad and her sister and gave me a big hug. That was great. Oh my goodness. Kids are awesome. Families are awesome. Campers are awesome. We're enjoying these times. So our campground is pretty small. Not a lot of sites. Some pull-throughs, a lot of back-end sites. Yeah, we have a little bit of issue, but we park every unit, unless it's a tent site. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, both of our gates are easily blocked. So we have a big stop sign that says, stop, don't go any farther, please come in and register. And lots of guys don't, lots of people don't. They're like, oh, there's somebody parked there, we can't stop here. Well, you have to. Because if you go any farther forward, you block both our entrances and exits. So the campground rule, not my rule, we have a lot of rules. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of rules. So many rules. I don't know why. Campgrounds always do, but we've got lots. And we're in a city, so there's even more. We're on a flood mitigation plane, so we have to be in an emergency ready at all times, which means people have to be parked a certain way. Don't forget it. So anyways, back to the stop sign. if people go past the stop sign, we tell them to back up. And we had one guy from Texas pulls right up, still an hour and a half before check-in time, and there's still somebody in his spot. So he can't stay past the stop sign for an hour and a half blocking everybody. So you're gonna have to back up, sir. Well, I can't. I'm towing. You're gonna have to back up anyways. I have a toad on the back. You're gonna have to disconnect and back up because stop signs are important. And there's 3 people already waiting for him to move. So he had to unhook. He had to back up. He wasn't happy. And I get to be the guy to tell him, sir, you have to do this. Oh well, somebody has to do it. I wear the badge of honor, I guess. And my name's Kent, and we're from Living Light RV, grabbing life by the tail. This summer, season 2, work camping in Okotoks, Alberta, making ourselves ready for season 3. Catch us next week. Hey, I almost forgot. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention, and that is being close to Calgary, Alberta. We've got a lot of friends that want to come in and stop in and say hi. And now we have a place where we can. So whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's people that are traveling across the continent that want to stop in here for a couple of minutes, a couple of days, we can accommodate. So let us know if you're in the area. We would love to have you stop in for an afternoon, for a morning, whatever it takes. Make it happen.